Back again. Welcome everyone, all two of you. Update for June 14th, 2017. I got a haircut since the last video. That's exciting. Very good stuff. Probably should have kept it though. Still indecisive about that one. I have been busy, but without being totally busy lately. So what I mean by that is I've been able to do lots of research. I have lots of time to be doing my own studying and stuff like that, and looking into just anything and everything that I can. But I haven't taken the time to actually start anything, and I can't exactly start much at this moment. But my next few steps that I will be taking, my next step for sure needs to be starting my brokerage account, which I plan to do tonight. My other next step is to not only research more of it, but also get into a system called private labeling. So basically selling my own brand of manufactured goods on Amazon. Private labeling is basically you go to a manufacturer, you say, I want you to put my label on this that you make, and then you have them ship it to the Amazon warehouses, and then Amazon sells it for you, and then not to mention you get traffic from outside social media sources, so like places such as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And so basically people go to Amazon and they get your they buy your brand. And so I'll be looking more into that, but then I'll also be getting started with that very soon. I still have a little ways to go with that because you need to actually have a brand. You need to have a logo. We don't necessarily need to, but I want to. And so I'm very excited about that. My other next step would be, like I said, investing, but my other next step is also dealing with my schooling, my apprenticeship. I didn't mention it in my first video, but my apprenticeship, I'll be an electrician. To hopefully get things started. I don't see this as a long-term plan. I don't see it as the plan to retire on. I see this as a step in the right direction of getting the money together that I need to be funding these bigger, better projects. So while I'm an apprentice for these next 4 years, I will also be starting my own side businesses, my own side hustles, my own thing. So yeah, I'm excited. My apprenticeship actually doesn't take off right away though. I've applied, I've been accepted as an apprentice, but now it comes to the part where I actually have to be hired on by a company, which takes time. So the apprenticeship, the way it works is the apprenticeship program, I go through IEC Oregon Electrical, independent electricians, blah blah blah, and they rank you. So they'll rank you, and then only the people, I think this year is in the top 9. Previously they've taken like the top 3. I remember last year I think they took the top 10 candidates, and only those people that are ranked can be accepted by companies as apprentices. And then when someone in that top 10 gets picked, then everyone moves up the list. So it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And you can move around. People can replace your rank and bump you down depending because there's a point system. If they come in with more points than you, then they could knock you, down on the list, or you could come in and knock people down on the list, or you could do things while your apprenticeship and your ranking is ongoing and you haven't been hired. You can do things to bump up your rank, so that's good too. My friend who did it last year, he came in ranked 11, and last year when they took top 10, he had to wait for just one spot to be taken. And you would think with a field like electrician, there's such a high demand, you think that would go pretty quick, but actually no, it took him 3 months before a company hired him on. So he only needed to move one spot. If they're taking the top 9 this year and see I get in, rank 15, then that could take 3 months, it could take a week, it could take a year, hopefully not, So I'm excited about that, but I'm also nervous about that because it could just take so long, and I'd rather get it on right away, but it may not go like that. Before I get on with my apprenticeship, before I get on with the company who hires me to be an apprentice, I will be working on the side. I'll actually have a job because I don't actually have the income right now to be supporting myself, or I guess my parents' home. I don't have the kind of income coming in from any side businesses or side hustles that I can rely on. So I will need to be getting a job until I can supplement my income through my own ventures. I will be working at a paver factory. And if you don't know anything about pavers, they're basically the fancy walkway stones. They make wall stones, retaining walls, stuff like that. And they are big and heavy. And I do not like them at all because I've worked there the past 2 summers at the same factory. And you're just lifting stones, you're stacking stones. It's not fun. It comes off a conveyor belt. If the conveyor belt is going too fast and you're going too slow and you can't stack a pallet of these stones in time, they stop the machine. You look bad in front of your boss. It's hard work. Your boss doesn't do the same kind of work you do, but he expects you to do all the grunt work, and it's just not fun. Luckily, though, coming back for the third time, because I've been working summers. I worked 2 summers previously. I'll be coming back. This is the third time I'll be working there, and hopefully I don't have to work there too long. I did tell them that my apprenticeship could be at any time. I could be leaving at any time. So because I'm 18 now and I'm able to drive and operate heavy equipment, they have a forklift for me. I'll be working out in the yard where they have their rows and rows and rows of pallets stacked and ready to be shipped. So I'll be loading pallets. I'll be putting together specialized orders, stuff like that. I'll be helping out customers out front. So that's a lot more fun. And I know the job sucks, but at the same time, it does teach valuable experiences and valuable lessons. It teaches, one, hard work. If you don't have the work ethic to keep up in that company, then good luck, because they will get rid of you fairly quick. And luckily, I've been able to prove myself. And as young as I am, I've been able to prove myself to them, and they like me and they want to keep me. So that's good. Another thing that it teaches you is to work well with people. And it's especially difficult for me because at the factory, most of the employees there speak Spanish because they're Mexican-born immigrants, and I'm not. I speak English. I don't speak any Spanish. I can speak a little bit of sign language. That's about it. So it teaches you to cooperate and communicate well with others, despite, many obstacles that might get in the way. Another thing that it teaches you is to present yourself well as an employee, and any job should teach you that, but to present yourself well as an employee. The company is a family-owned company. It's a little bit smaller. It's not some big corporation, and they put a lot of emphasis on presenting yourself and being respectful and really selling yourself as what you are, not over bragging about yourself, but selling yourself as a good worker. You're always eager to work. You always want to be working more hours, and I don't necessarily want to be doing that, but that's what you tell your boss. Which for someone that has a job, if they want to be working a job for the rest of their life, that's fine. If you want to have that kind of skill where you're eager to be working more hours, you want more overtime, you want higher pay, so you work harder and more longer, that's fine. But I don't want to be doing that for the rest of my life. And it's not a bad job. I don't like it. I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like having a boss above me. I want to be the boss. I want to be running my own thing. I want to have people running my thing for me. And in the corporate world, that's not really possible unless you're on top. So that's that. Things are going to be tough. You can't really, unless you start with a bit of help, unless someone gives you money to start, then you can't really expect to be starting your own businesses too quick or have them grow fast enough to where it can supplement your income by the time you need to, be living on your own. Plus it's kind of expected in my family right now for me to get a job. So, when my apprenticeship takes off, by the end of my apprenticeship, be making $32 an hour, which that's bare minimum, which at that point in 4 years could possibly be more. Journeyman electricians work for quite a bit, which will be plenty of capital. If I'm not already running my own stuff to where I can stay at home and work by then I'll definitely be able to get stuff up and running with that kind of income. So I'm excited about that. Let me think. Oh yeah, schooling. I also, as part of my apprenticeship, I have to take schooling. You have to take in-class hours. not to mention in the field hours, actual work hours. So with that, I'll go to class 2 nights a week after work. I don't know exactly what days, but it'll be 2 nights a week. Excuse me. So I decided that because I'm already going to school, which the apprenticeship is ran through Chemeketa classes, because I'm already going to be going to Chemeketa, I figured, why not? And so I'm going to be enrolling for school starting this fall, which I can't actually sign up for classes until August, but I will be, and I am on track to do so. I have the money already saved up to pay for the schooling, and I will be taking business, economics, analysis classes. I'll have to look a little more into it, but I know for sure the first class I'll be taking that's recommended for what I want to be doing is Business 101, BA 101, whatever. So I can't wait to start that. I can't do too much at the moment because I don't really have the money to be paying for a whole lot of classes and a whole lot of credits, but that's okay because I'll be working at the same time. I don't need to be paying for a whole lot of classes. So that's fun. I'm on track for that. Let me think, what else do I got here? My apprenticeship is on track. My schooling, it's all on track. Investing. Also, a friend of mine that I've been working with, we have sort of a side hustle on Craigslist. It's nothing official. It's just a bit of side money for, it's fun. It's, it's nice to be able to pay for gas. It's nice to be able to pay for your insurance, for your phone, for whatever. So we have a little thing going on where we buy and flip things off of Craigslist. Pretty easy. Buy a chair, fix it up, paint it, whatever. Resell it for, 100% ROI at least. That's easy enough. Nothing too big yet. We want to end up working. We don't have a whole lot of startup capital, but we eventually want to be at the point where we're flipping cars and vehicles and stuff like that, more profitable. So that'll take a little bit of time, which, we're still doing good on that. We're having fun doing it. It's just me and a friend, and it's nothing, like I said, it's nothing official, but, it teaches good experience as far as finding good investments, what's going to yield, good potential profit, stuff like that. Yeah, so that's about it. That's kind of my life right now. This whole week I've been staying at home because I just graduated last week. I've been staying at home, dealing with school and apprenticeship and stuff like that. And tomorrow I actually have my apprenticeship orientation. A couple days ago I had my Chemeketa advisor meeting, so this week has been fairly busy. I'm at home though, so my parents expect me to keep up on the house, clean. I had to go buy gopher traps because we have gophers and that's no fun. We have mice too. I had to pick up some mice poison. Yeah, it's slow, but it's nice because I'm enjoying it because I know once I start at the factory, it's gonna be 10 hours a day at least because especially this time of year is really booming. They're really busy, so they're going to be working me to death and back probably Friday or Monday through Saturday. That's all right though, because money's money, and I know that I have bigger plans to look forward to in the future. So that's kind of what keeps me. That's kind of what keeps me going as far as working at the factory, because I hate the factory. I hate it so much. It's so tedious and it's mind-numbing. It doesn't better me in any way other than the lessons that I've already learned from working there. So there's really nothing much else that this factory has to offer. Luckily, they're good people. They offered me a job. They know I work good. They want to help me succeed, and the only way they know how is to offer me a job at this factory. So that's that. Yeah. I think that's about it. I'm always studying whenever I can. I'm always learning when I can, which that's always important. I'm always keeping in mind my goals. I'm always keeping in mind where I want to be in the next 20 years. I'm always keeping in mind what's next. Investing for me right now. What's next is investing and private labeling business and Craigslist with my friend. So yeah. It's all good. It's all it's going all right. You know, nothing's really in the way. Nothing's really stopping me at this point. Now it's just getting down to the grind and getting things started, which is the trickiest part. So, yeah, with that, I think I bid you guys adieu, and I will see you on the next update. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe. Keep hustling.